Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Shafiq Haikal bin Suradi. My matrix number is BEE40602 and my supervisor is Dr. Khairul Anuar bin Mohamad. So this is my final year project 1 slide, and the title is An Approach to Create Renewable Energy from Soil. Introduction. In 1841, the earth energy was introduced by Alexander Bain, who proposed the soil as main component in an earth battery prototype for low power generation. An earth battery is a relatively straightforward concept for an affordable and practical way to produce electricity from soil. The generating an electrical current with soil being the electrolyte and two disparate metals as electrode. Problem statements. Okay, firstly, some of the power sources pose a threat to the environment and to human health. For example, through the emission of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and other exhaust gas, which will result in global warming. Besides, using a typical battery or dry cell lead to greenhouse effect. So, there is an alternative way to reduce the cost and generate electricity through the soil, which is known as an earth battery. So, for my objective is to develop a prototype model of power generating from soil. Second, to investigate the power output and energy capacity from the unit cells of the soils. Scope of study. This project will focus on design of renewable energy from soil. Next, the working principles, which include the composition of the soil as an electrolyte and how it aids power generation. And lastly, the project will design a prototype model of power generating unit from soil. So I will make the prototype of power generating using 16 cup of soil and measure the output voltage and current. So for the literature review, so for the first statement, which is what is a good combination of anode and cathode material for electrolyte. So for the first author is Naim Abbas. So for anode and cathode material, he used zinc and graphite, zinc and copper, magnesium and coke, aluminium and carbon, and iron and coal. So what I find for this author is different combination of metallic and non-metallic solid, liquid, and gas electrode were investigated for maximum potential difference. So the combination of magnesium anode and coke cathode, zinc anode and graphite cathode, aluminium anode and carbon cathode, zinc anode and copper cathode gave 2.05 volt, 1.4 volt, 1.0, 1.10 volt, and 0.9 volt per cell. So, typical rated power of single zinc copper cell was measured to be few tens of microamperes. So, next author is Mohamad Samiul Islam Borneo. So, for anode and cathode material that he used is magnesium anode and coke cathode, zinc anode and graphite cathode, aluminium anode and carbon cathode, zinc anode and copper cathode. So, the soil provide, what I find is he find the soil provide a small amount of electric power that was focused on their paper. So, the combination of magnesium anode and coke cathode, zinc anode and graphite cathode, aluminium anode and carbon cathode, zinc and copper have experiment in their paper. So, as a result, a small amount of power was produced from that system. So, the other problem statement is what is the most suitable soil to produce load. So for the first author is Mohamad Samiul Islam Noor, and he used wet soil and red sticky soil and decomposed soil. So what I find is to use wet soil as an electrolyte in an battery cell, which is created by two different electrodes. So the raw material were used as a soil. Various types of soil and electrode were tested. However, the red sticky type soil and decomposed soil show better performance due to their limited intermolecular distance and greater ion density. So second is Naim Abbas. So he used moisture soil, and what I find is when it is complete dry, the current reduced to zero due to high resistance between electrodes. So the reaction of the metal with soil require moisture. Better if go for the mud electrolyte instead of simple dry mud. So next is the Marcus Spisk, and he used also moisture soil. So what I find is earth batteries use wet soil or battery rich compost as the electrolyte solution instead of acid. So next is the third problem statement, which is what is the best connection wiring for a battery. So for the first auto and best, he used series connection. So what I find is the voltage level was found to increase linearly by connecting multiple battery cells in series, like commercial lead acid battery. While the load current was found to increase by connecting a cell in parallel. So for the second author is Mohamad Islam Bonua. What is the best connection? So he used series parallel. So what I find is in series parallel relationship between soil cell in presence of water and energy generation system to the soil. Natural water, filtered and modified soil has been used to achieve maximum efficiency. So with parallel connection prototype, so he used 37 cells to series segment parallelly connected. Voltage was 2 volt DC with 0.06 ampere current rating. So in series parallel prototype, he used copper as anode and aluminium as cathode. So for methodology, this is my flowchart for entire project. For firstly start and then prepare the equipment of and tools of the project, and then set up tools and material to the right procedure, and then connect existing of soil with copper wire and screw board, and then test three type of soil, which is red soil, clay soil and peat soil, and then identify the soil that produce a large amount of voltage and current using multimeter. And then calculate the power in watt and energy capacity in watt hour from the output project. So the formula is power equal to voltage times current. For energy capacity, for energy capacity equal to power times in hour. And then tabulate data and result. So this is my schematic diagram of connection. So the schematic is in series of 16 cells. And then this is my project sketch. So we have a screw board as zinc, copper wire as a copper, and also have a soil. So they have 16 cup of soil totally, and then connect in series. And then this series connection soil. So there are 3 types of soil: red soil, clay soil, and peat soil. So all of them are connect in series connection. So for the method of calculate, so to calculate the power in watt, so P equal to I times voltage. So P is electrical power, I is current, and V is voltage. For calculated energy capacity in watt hour, E is energy capacity in watt hour, and P is a power in watt, and T is the time in hour. So this is my preliminary result. So I calculate all the power in every soil using a formula P equal to IV. So after that, I calculate the result in table in day 1, and divide in 3 types of soil, red and peat. And then for day 2, also I tabulate to get the power, and also the lastly the day 3. I tabulate the result with voltage, current and power with 3 types of soil, red, clay and peat. Next is the calculation for energy capacity in watt hour. So after we get the value of power, we can calculate the energy capacity, which is energy capacity equal to power times in hour. So when we get the power in every soil, we multiply with times in hour, which is 24 hours. 24 hours equal to 1 day, and then we tabulate the result in every soil, and then we divide in 3 days, which day 1, day 2 and day 3. So that's all for me. Thank you.